why you need a system. A lot of smart people do not understand that. They're so smart, they can feel people, but nobody can duplicate them. So the smarter people is that you build people to build people, which means you build to duplicate. Which if you want to build people who build people for that concept, that's why we need GX, something is duplicatable. People can build SMD, but the SMD come out and they are not doing anything, or they're not winning. What SMD is not. It's not their fault. It's just they're not doing right. You come SMD and you don't know how to build people, you cannot be full time, you don't make enough money. Then we fail. We all fail for that process. If I work with you, I build you, I say, I'm gonna build you become SMD, which means I'm gonna build you a strong person who can be able to build somebody else. But by the time you become SMD, I fail to train you in that, and you become SMD by title. And I fail you. And you probably fail your career and with your family too, because business doesn't grow. So for that, that's one way we are here today. So again, I do hope that we're going to hit 1,000 plus, which I have confidence that do it. Because we have, we for the first time, I see Dan was really try to prepare to hit this way early on than the other teams. Because other teams wait until like December or January to start with this people, but this is the only team in Canada. And together with other Northern Orlando, right now I said, it's really take a serious look into getting the number up for a long incentive. I think for that you already on your way to become a major player for this organization. But I'm here to help you to achieve that, not just by the number, but by substance. That guy, not just for winning, but for all of you here, the MD, the SMD, the little guy, by the time you get to the convention, you have a strong team. Yes. So that's what we're here. So I think maybe we have our 4 hours today, right? Those 4 hours, how about we're going to have what thing? You want the team to interact, question answer, or you want me to look from up a chart, or we want me, what did you think you have in mind? Yeah.
Right. Coach, I think it's better for us to. One of the weaknesses that we find in our team is the daily bubble chart and the focus of the bubble chart, and that's why, Coach, perhaps we could also learn from you with regard to how to read a bubble chart in your eyes, and then perhaps seeing some of the strengths or weaknesses or opportunities that we could build. And Coach, if you want to do it by day shop, and then they could also ask some questions.
Sure.
And then
why do you run this thing? And then we run another those portion to direct this thing. And I will put you on whatever you have in your mind. And after that, I will deliver some message from my part.
Okay, Coach. Yeah. So maybe we could do it by day shop. So Nancy, and then do you want to go first, Nancy? Or yeah, you to go first, and then next is Edsel and Maricel. And then we could have Ali, and then other SMEs, Sam's, and then I we'll just choose the 4, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah.
Good. I always feel to go full time.
Hello, Mike. Okay. Can we have like the bake shop of Nancy to be here? All of Nancy's bake shop.
So, Coach Beverly is turned to me, and she has also this bake shop, which is I want you to see it and review it, and what can you advise for them?
Okay.
Is this okay? Elmo, please.
So this is what?
So this is Beverly. So this is her.
Okay.
So this is their. This is Mary Grace.
Very good.
Okay. And yeah, this Erica. So Beverly's MD. Dre's been low, like in and out from the business, but finally decided to go here, decided to be a team player. But then when she was on low, I developed one, Erica, who's also an MD. Erica is there. And she had this MD builder as well, which has a new container last August. And we got this May and become an, what they call this, GS. So there's one in here. So what I told them that just remove was not an active, but right now these are the active container for all the patient of Beverly. This is Beverly.
Right. It's every
License.
MD
Yes.
and Mark. Oh, Mary. Yeah. So you have one big lake for you, Mary. Right? Mary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Mary. Look for Mary.
Mary have big lake.
Yes, Erica.
Okay.
That's all of
Okay. Put that like 1, 2.
them.
But Erica have one, have Mary. Hey, yeah,
Yes.
that's what,
Just she just really joined the business in my office.
oh. Yes. Who else here is, yeah. Erica. Yeah. But, you say? Yes.
Yes, too.
How long do you been at Mary? So this year, going, 2. And this year, you have 3. Okay. I used to part time with that. Okay. Okay, so right now, a typical month, we have 1 or 2 drinks with your base. And you're on there. Okay. I was able to get you to, first of all, when I look to this thing, I look to the trunk, I look to the roots. You know about the first, for the trunk and the roots. So This is three. See the tree, bigger the tree, the bigger the roots. So it could be the root like this. Because it needs to have a long, deeper the root to keep the tree growing, right? So this is a tree. This is the trunk. This is a big root, the trunk of the root, but this is the roots. So this is the tree, and they have a couple of roots. And this is a little one here. So you look to this one, you see, you pay attention to this person, and this person, and this person, and this person, because they have to me, they are like the trunk. And this is like the roots. Yes, so when you look at this, you look to this tree, you look at all the fruits, beautiful fruits. You also look at the beautiful tree. This is the result. But what you really want to know, if this tree to have any good result, good
Bữa nay
fruit,
bên vàng nó đi.
really, to make sure they have the supply, the nutrition coming from down here. Is that correct? So you look to this one, is the trunk. The trunk is like this one. This one. Oh, you don't go, oh, this is Mary. That's right here. Mary and this thing. That we have Erica and Megan
Bên nào là bên nào.
from here. And you know, just here is Meg. And we have some other leg. You know what I do look? I know cancer very fine mark, but I look to this one. The root right here. Is that root is still alive or dead? Because if it's dead, then you know juice to the trunk. It have to come from here to here. So to me, that this point, at this point, has to be alive to bring juice into the system, right?
Yeah.
So my question here, I look to these roots. When I look to your map, leg, you have one leg. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. This is a good trunk. This is the biggest trunk we have. We'll have some thing, and these are the roots. The challenge for me to see the root here, what happened with these people? They're called the roots. So you wake up in the morning, you think, oh, let's talk to Mark, not Mary, let's talk to Arian, because they talk to Nate, see how things go on. So you talk to the trunk, but you don't talk to the roots. You're supposed to talk to this one, how things go. How things go. How things go. You make sure this person going out the field get a cell with good free. It's used into the system. Otherwise. Erica gonna go out get another record here. But this one is done. And you talk about this person. You make sure that she do something and she go out get another record somewhere. But what about this guy? Are they still allowed? Before when you look at over chart, if I were looking over chart, I say, what happened with this person? Do I get one more report to this guy?
I know it is another license coach.
But another Trump here. Hey Trump, what happened with your? What happened with your roots here? Tell me about this one, Trump. Oh, your husband, you know what happened, okay? What about this? Who are they?
That was my first. Oh, that's me. Right now. Right now.
Bye.
So there's a exclamation mark.
Yeah.
It's dying yet?
Maybe. No. I'm not.
Well, either they die or they are coma or they something. If I was May, I want to find out what's going on here. She does not about her. She was okay. But it's a person here. So now, if I cross, she said, no. Richmond and a chance to get something going on, right? Is that okay? So my question is, how are you going to fix this one?
Well, I've been campaigning actually at the end of the field in the food market. And of course, reaching out to my family. So yeah, I'm actually very proud of myself as I'm slowly growing in the food market. So I just keep campaigning and find that exposure.
No, you don't answer me.
You can leave.
What's my problem? You have to be this guy instead of coffee. I will give them a line. What is it? Is that an exclamation mark or is a hook mark?
Phản hồi với nè.
I've been
Which
doing
one?
this.
Go ahead and hook.
Yes.
Dying and living. What do you think?
Well, revive our CPR. So that Reno is not anymore existing, so you should be there. Should not be there because I know that there's some people that right away, I don't know, I've heard of so many negatives that I don't know what is all this mindset, so it's gone right away. So
Let me ask you. Is this guy where he's going? Do they have this? Solid paper they have.
I did get the chance to give him coach.
Yeah.
He cut me off already.
Right, it's something. We call it treatment for that. Oh. How long ago was you recipient?
About a month ago.
Did he have a thought for the movie?
No.
Did he have a kid? Did he attend anything?
No more response.
Did he buy a product? Did he attend a workshop?
No.
So what's it?
Yeah.
That may be with the miracle. If you're not so sure that he died, try to go again. Try to ask them to have a breakfast for lunch. Maybe they show up or not.
Okay.
And find out. Let me check your hand. Well, I went to all this thing from the doctor. Can I have breakfast with you? And you put it on, can I? And these people are like this, and you ask. Where do you want to stay, right? If you stay, and just say, I want to stay, then what do you want to do? So if you stay, but you call it. Want to answer the phone? Then maybe save or maybe in 6 months from now or a year from now going back. Because the time they put you on, so you put it into a list or reserve list. Or maybe you would call a maybe create a book like called a yellow book or a green book or a future book, because one beautiful day you just call and who knows, he get laid off or things change in his life and he called the right time. It's about time. The guy here probably want to look for something. That's why he joined you. He paid $150, right?
Yes.
So he didn't want to join something. But the way we handle it, or the way maybe the timing, that's so many reasons why he die out. Or somebody say negative. Right? So that's like this thing doesn't work. So the question here with your husband, I put question mark. Your husband is alive and well, and next to you. Question is, can your husband get one more?
Yes, definitely.
Then tell him.
Yes, I will.
You wake up in the morning and say, honey, bring me one. Alright? You have the blanket and the pillow in the garage.
Okay,
Only because you can threaten your husband. So now this person.
This one is like on and off as well, coach. Like sometimes he would answer me back like yes or thumbs up. And sometimes just silence. So I'm not sure, like, do I have to keep following up with him or should I let him know?
That's okay. I do have those people like that. So in this case. If I pay you $100 to buy this guy, what's your transfer to him? How much do you want?
1 million.
Seriously, for $1,000, you can transfer to that.
Well, like,
Oh, you really? Then put out $20 and buy the guy for us. We got to do it. You don't sell me 1,000, but why don't you spend $20 to find out?
yes.
Yeah, you know what? You have breakfast to pay, you have lunch to pay. Yeah. You know, just call the guy and say, where you work? Okay. I'll be in that area this lunchtime. Today, tomorrow, which one? I'm gonna be, I find out that there was good pressure on there. They said, well, for lunch, I want to see you. You know, I just want to see you. Catch up.
Nice. Find out. Thank you. So coach, I have a question. Let's just say potentially this guy is reliable. How do I, because it's mostly cold market. How do I talk to, how do I build a relationship?
This is wonderful. You want to drive you out. I think maybe I have to do this thing first. I have to do this public talk with you and then say to you a lot of art. Question mark, because maybe when we go back, sit down and I do the A step again. And then we go back again. Yes. How about that, right? So let's plan by that. Okay, guys, let me explain you the system one more time. I think it's a good time for you to understand all this thing. How are you here right now? In the trunk of your car. Have this fit in the front of your car. If I go down to the car right now, and you have a fit like this, raise your hand if you have it. Wow. I don't. Our office, I can raise hand. I occupy any hand. And if you guys don't have it, for those of you who don't raise hand, you're gonna lose people. Okay. So let me explain about this book. Did you see this book before?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, does anyone of you have this book in your book? Yeah. Essential people. I tell you, you have a winning. If all your team have these two, you probably our production gonna go to 2 million a month.
Wow.
Jesus. And if any one of you have this thing all the time in your car, you ain't trouble double. I tell you, if I have this book, if I understand the system 40 years later on, I understand that for 40 years before, I don't know how big I can be doing today. Because slow to begin the book, step by step. So I explain you this one because it to me is the best. The topic that we talk about, the trade secret. This is one of the trade secret. But it's not a secret because we try to make everybody understand, but few people bother to understand. The day we come out with it thing is so important. Start up kid, licensing, meet the spouse, send a guy book. And then the rest of them, we talk about fast stuff. So, we had a bumper chart of, Bay. So right here. I have a four favorite, story. I have a story about a mother who the baby cried and she realized that there's no milk in the refrigerator. To say, okay, I gotta go buy milk. So, Mary, 16 years old Mary. Mary, mom go buy milk, you take care of the baby. The baby only a few months old. So mother walk out of the house and Mary, do that. And Mary said, Mary, don't worry. So she on the phone with her friend. So she and she turned around, tell the little sister Julie. Hey Julie. Julie only 12 years old. The baby in the crib, so don't get on what. Julie is actually playing game on it. And Julie turned around, tell little Johnny 5 years old. Why don't you play with baby? And Johnny have a new toy. And keep playing with the toy. The next thing the baby falling down to the floor and crying. And that's going mother goes home. Mother's so mad. He say, Mary, why are you watching the baby? I mean, Mom, I tell Julie to it. But so Bob's asked Julie, no, I tell Johnny, what should we do? It's Johnny's fault. So it could be the mother here. Tell Mary to tell Julie, go tell Johnny, did you take care of this guy? And this guy falling or crying or quitting. But the mother here thinks that Julie will take care and this guy falls down somewhere. Because you do not know, and chances are it's a typical day. Most of your team, when they recruit people, the upline don't know. You're 5 years old, keep recruiting people. They don't know how to pass out people. They don't know how to talk to people. So that's why they recruit and die within. So, because they don't know how to handle it. So here I want to go to a step for you to understand. Because most of the time we always look to the trunk and make sure the trunk is okay, but the trunk, a lot of time, this trunk, or this trunk, or this trunk, also means we have part-time. And this part-time here do not know how to handle this work. And bands here do not have, and those also, I don't think bands is the problem too. If you is the problem, you're the mother. They could be, they could have a job, right? So sometimes you have a job, like they, the job, family, children, and all kind of thing, and 20 other people in the base. She don't know, she overwhelmed, she don't know what to do, and she don't know what I was about to talk about. She don't know how to find stuff. So can you ask somebody to take care of the thing where they don't know how to take care of the thing? You can't. Can you ask somebody to train the team where they are not trained? Then you begin to understand what the business is all about. So here, why we have a step? Why I asked for this one? When I joined the business Saturday morning, Saturday morning, I come to see Vivian. I was so excited. I go home. By the time I get home, I run out later on. So I talk to my wife, and my wife asked me, "Where you been this morning?" And then tell me what's going on. I say, "Wow, like I saw something. I saw something company called AOEA, and they are so good. This is what I'm looking for. I think we have a chance to make some big money here." And my wife had been with me. At that time, we joined Amway before, and she didn't like it. But she looked at me and smiling and saying, "Yeah, right." Again, right? And the guy who, one of our friends, in our home will visit us at the time, in our home at the time, visiting me and my wife. They say, "Hey, what? Oh, hey, Aurelia." They start laughing. I say, "What's so funny?" Once more, this company is not already, everybody knows it already. You're the last one to know. So I was so high like this, all of a sudden I was bang. That's why it hit me just within 1 hour. And then afterward, people telling me you're crazy, that's a business scheme. Saturday, Sunday, I see several people, and really almost killed me with this. People give opinion without knowing exactly what's going on, right? And they all my loved ones, my wife, my best friend, my relative, my friend. So I lose so many people, and my team, I know you guys lose so many people. I didn't know why. Because my wife asked me, what do they do? And they sell something called term insurance. And my wife said, what term insurance mean? They say my term invested are different something from mutual funds. They said, what mutual fund is? I have no way to explain. So. And instead of being able to explain, I become defensive and I don't know what I'm doing. So nobody pay attention. And we go through business with that kind of situation until 2001, which is 24 years ago. I was able to put this thing together because my purpose is to be able to have something in the people's hand. Because we keep talking, we have a great system, but we never have. The 2001, I was able to have enough knowledge and courage to put into a form of the book because, like you, how can you dare to write a book when you're not sure? Until you master the thing. So by 2021, I'm in the business long enough. Like 16 years of business, I became to have enough knowledge and experience put out the first version of the book. Today is 6 minutes. So now our team can come home and get going ask what you do, and then this is what you do. The next year I wrote the second book, which is very important, which is the one or two. This is 2002. This book it was 24 years. In this book is about 20 years already. This book is 2015, 2016. Building the industry, the first one 2004, 1 year. This is what we change the way we got this. So what I do right now, over here, you know, I write this book, building people. Have you know this book?
Yes,
Can you read it?
yes. Some. Some, but not finished.
How many times you build and the husband don't like it? Or the wife against it? Well, I write this book so that people can read. Your spouse is the better half or is it the worst half? Did you read that one? So everything to be able to show a certain solution. But I explained to you the psychology behind it, because sometimes you look at the material, you don't know the reason behind, you don't appreciate it. For me, when you understand it, it's like the life stage. If you understand about this book, it will save your life, because when people ask you, build on this study, you open the chapter, build on this subject, and so on. It answer everything. When they ask you how to recruit the right people, you have the answer. They ask you what is private bank, they have the answer to it. What is the MD building program? Okay, what about the GX program 315? Building a strong financial foundation. What is that? And all this thing, when your team, you talk about, let's say, be on time. That's the chapter about that. But equally important is that the day I wrote this book is also about 20 years ago. A friend of mine. So what I do is that But some of you don't understand. Me and any big builder will rely 100% on our business on this. Have you ever gone to college? Have no material. That's why you know, go to college, begin semester, you walk out with a stack of books. What it gives you. We understand it about it. You know, although you don't understand all those books yet, but you know there's a clear path. You should also master those things. So imagine that you go to college. Johnny, one of your friends, John, he also 1 year in the college ahead of you. Who go, hey, go to college with him. He did the college 1 year before. You take your college, sign up. They ask you, hey, Johnny, what you think? I take accounting. You take accounting too. What it is, you don't like accounting. Well, you go to college, you're gonna sit down with someone, a counselor or whatever. You're gonna have somebody who know how to talk to you. You gotta have some material, you have to have some consideration. So 99% the people who recruit by Johnny, which is the downline who recruit a downline who recruit a downline, they never know how to handle what I'm talking about. That's why they don't get it. So starting with startup kit. I heard with this kit, US is about $50, but right now, Canada, with shipping, everything is about $80. Whether you go. It's not your cost, it's a cost of the person who's doing the business. Okay, so I don't know, in Canada, we talked about when they join plus licensing, plus this kid, $700. That's part of the thing. But when they pay $700, you gotta have this thing ready for them. If you don't have this thing ready, you'll be able to die. Yeah. Why? I can tell you, like my first hour, I get hit by my wife, my friend, and his hospital the next 2 days after that. I get hit from around the 6,000 friends and everybody. I had no answer. Now you have another person hit you hard. You call Mr. Google. If you put someone, the minute I hit home, they turn on the computer and ask who is skeptic, and you get a lot of negative. So how can people survive? So I was able to make sure that people who join me, instead they check Mr. Google, they check with me first. I give them the homework for them to do things first. Read from us first before they listen to negative. I am in a hurry because I recruit a person. Let's say I recruit Link. If I don't handle properly, she can hang out with this careful. And I'm losing so many people. I don't want to lose too much more people. That's why I learn how to handle. Since I go fish, after I fish a few fish, by the time I get home, the fish die. Rotten, I cannot eat it. I don't know how long I have to actually change my strategy to get a good fish. Well, I need to bring a cold bucket, right? If I catch a fish, I gotta put the fish into that thing right away. You do it fresh. So just like the baby, the newborn baby, or the mother knows that the baby picked them out from mother womb. Some nurse have to take care of the kid right away. Well, the first thing they do is just give the kid a little warm bath, and then they give a blanket. Man, this is the thing. They have to have everything has to be handled properly. Otherwise, the baby may not be survived. So first, when I give people, when I recruit people, I always make sure I have a ticket. I always my car, before, even now, the last so many years, my trunk is not for the truck, it's for my home office in mobile. My trunk is full of material. I always have 10 kids. And before the days that we don't have electronics pass, I always have like 20 apps. I have all the company brochure material. Because I plan tonight, if I have a home BPM and then 10, 20 people who come, I have enough material to recruit 10, 20 people. If 10 people join tonight, I have 10 kids. Because I plan to do it big because I believe that so many times, sometimes I hit jackpot. You can have 5, 10 people join at one time. So for me, this is the psychology of this thing is I want people to look at me different way from day one. They want to look at it, they're joining a high level, professional, trustworthy organization. So I say, Liz, welcome to business, and this is the startup kit. So we are bringing you, we are in the campaign business, but we're going to turn you from being a campaigner or a trainee in my professional world, become a builder of the business, okay? So in the next 6 months, we all learn together and I will guide you through all the material here so that you become a SMD, a builder, okay? So when I recruit a person, I take this thing and I open it and I open it with seriousness because, something I learned when I go to Japan, everything they make it so serious. When they drink the tea, they're not so serious. They eat rice or whatever, they're not serious. When you give people a gift, they wrap it so many times, make it so wonderful. So the presentation of the thing is sometimes more important than the thing itself. Paul and I want to play to sell like chocolate, but we thought that we go to a play to sell jewelry and stuff. It looks so fancy. So I deliver this one and also one by one. I say to Liz, Liz, welcome business, and in this kit, including every information you need. For example, this one,
Sao tự nhiên chú Dương không nói gì cái anh chú nó bay qua cái đây liền đâu.
we should just do presentation and you
Sao bạn?
do it. Right? I think that's why you join it here for you here. You can refer whatever I say in the BPM presentation right here. And I will train you to be able to do the same thing. This one is very replicatable because only about 12, 13 pages. We're going to do it over and over. And I will train you to do that. Next, I say, this one is like a Bible in our business, really. And to turn you from a campaigner to become a system builder. Can keep the thing on for me because I use it. I use so this one is like a Bible business. In fact, we are not using 6 months, we use all our entire life. So every step I do in the next 6 months to build a builder, it all comes from this book. Yeah. And by the way, as we shared before, and let's say they didn't have it, this is the book that I want you to have it. It's a basic principle of building a strong financial foundation.
Ví dụ như
is so far this book is over 2 million in print and will be one of the most impactful in our business. This is our business. We educate people. Okay. And also the workbook. This is go together with this one. We teach people how to become financial success, build a strong financial foundation because of this two books. Okay. We are in the people business. So that's why this book is called Building People. And I like you, these are not a big rush, but over the course of working with us, you can refer to this book. It's a good read, especially if you want to sleep, you want to have a good sleep, read this book. There's a couple things I want to you specialize
những cái điều này để chú dùng
tonight. I gotta come to your house, but I like you to do a little bit preparation for me to come to your house. I want you to read this book. This is called The Moment of Truth. And this book gives you the why and why not.
lập tục
So any fundamental about this business. And you can see this. It doesn't matter how long you have been with us. You're probably going to have questions about our business. You may have doubt about what you're doing. Just like me, I have doubt. And the chance for me to be successful here. So for the very first time you here and saw this business opportunity to this day, you have faced challenge to do the business from outside critics as well as from negative thought inside. Is this business legitimate? I'm doing the right thing. It is so good, why so many people quit and on and on and on. I like you to read this thing before I speak. Second thing, I want you to read this one. By the way, this one is about 30-something pages. You can read it in half an hour. Second thing, I want you to read this book because this is everything we do. We sell financial foundation. We sell financial independence. And this is the book. And this book is less than 100. It's like only 88 pages. In big print. A normal person can read it in 1 hour. So can you please do me a favor? In order for me to start the business, why don't you do this thing? You read these two things as much as you can. And I'm going to be able to at your house tonight at 7 o'clock. And to go further about this material in this book to help you to get started. And by the way, it will be an honor for me to be able to meet your husband, Rudy, tonight. Please make sure that Rudy be there. I'd like to talk to your husband. And also, can you please do me a favor? Can you guys have dinner before I come? So that we spend more time. Me to deliver this book. I don't handle the book to the people. I like it. I take me 15, 20 minutes to go through this one. But what you look at me? You look at me as a very professional. See, I go to the doctor. Every time the doctor gives me a material, some of you nurse, right? They give me a piece. They say I have some upset stomach. The doctor gives me this thing you need to do, don't drink coffee, don't do this, and write down those things. And the doctor or the nurse will do some of the stuff I need to do. I remember that sometimes they have, some leg problem. Somebody put out that this is an exercise, you need to do this and this, it. That's fine. They don't just give me this one. That's a hospital protocol. You don't just give people material, you just have to explain. And you even say, you have a question. So if you deliver a package here for a new career and you just handle it, like Johnny, 5 years old, you are killed with that. You gotta take time, 50 minutes to go through this thing. But by the way, what I just say here is in this book. You see it? Please read the moment of truth, face the challenge, then overview our business. Also read the saving your future goal. To understand our mission and our platform. I'll be at your house 7 p.m. tonight to help you to get started. And by the way, it will be an honor for me to meet your spouse. It will be great if you first finish me up before I arrive. Have you agreed to it? Have you practiced it? Why I say that? I intend to come to your house to do this. And you have little Johnny to recruit someone and say, hey, what Johnny do? Little Johnny, you're down luck. Recruit the guy. Hey, I'm so excited you join me. You're my cousin. Huh? Can you come to the office tomorrow? And the guy saying, let me see. So that's just that number one. Also, I don't recruit people unless they want to do the business. This means that they have super license. So when we do this thing on the spot, not Johnny, but if you live right, you sign up people, you explain the kit, you deliver the kit, and now people don't have a chance to go and ask Google or ask so-and-so to say negative. I will tell them what to read to them. And then tonight I'm going to meet him and his wife, or her and her husband. I already have them to submit license. Because the minute they put money in submit license, they're in the business with me. For $150, they can quit anytime. But they have license, they submit 700 I can keep them for a long time. And I can get time to get them started. And tonight, why I have to see his wife? Or when I leave, I have to see her husband. In my personal experience, I explain to you again. 1 week into the business, my wife received a phone call. And Khan, one of my best friends from high school, told her and her voice very different. Like, Khan, are you and Swan is okay? No, I say, what do you have to talk about? They say, yeah. Is Swan nowadays act anything different? Is he and you guys have any problem? I say, no, I don't think it's normal. And I'm like, why you ask those stuff? What's going on? Tell me. And she said, yeah, can I say something? But keep it for yourself. Don't, and please don't say it to Swan. I was like, okay, tell me. Well, I saw Swan last night with a very difficult role. Because I go out the field with my upline. And my wife asked, tell me who that woman looked like. You describe. My wife laughed and said, yes, I met her. She's one friend. So in America or in Canada, is it possible that what's your trouble? Oh, no, So I, can we go to,
Hindi meron. Oo, hindi ko na. Nauwi na tayo.
so, sorry, we could have more comfort. So, where I am. Yeah. So what I do is that I don't find in Canada if a woman join a business and every night, every from then on go out the field and the husband don't know what's going on. Vice versa, you guys would never see your husband work out the field. Well, the husband might that's that. You need to understand, don't you? Yeah. So when you recruit a people and you fail number 3, you got something. So that's why I put right here in this book that I want to see you at your house at 7 o'clock. It will be an honor to meet your spouse. It's an honor to meet your spouse. Yeah. I put it exactly that sure you see the spouse. And when you see the spouse, if I recruit a woman, I look great, I'm not going to show up myself. I have with my wife to go see Rudy. But that he have confidence about it. The first impression, but that man to look at my face, they look to my wife. And they say that me and my wife found is beautiful. Listen to me. You want to live doing it right? You gotta learn to do the slow way, my way. Don't do the fast way. So put the Johnny 5 years old way. If I recruit a woman, if I recruit a man, that's fine. I'm gonna go show up by myself. And let's say if you're a woman or recruit a man, you don't show up their house and say, hey, that guy goes on to do the thing. Right, especially if you're okay. To be sensitive. You are, what if this thing going to bring you $1 million? You are going to put away for exposure. Do you want to take care of this thing without any doubt, any hope? Yes. This will be the same. You want to make a perfect mistake. So number 3 is so important. Because you are making important, they become important. But because Johnny make it not important, they look this business is not important. That's how you lose people. That's why you never get anybody. That's why you recruit and then they disappear. So I go to see. So I make sure that always safe for me. Let me say I recruit Liz and will bring one of my licensed teammate or trainer. Let's say take a lady in my office like Diane Chow. Diane Chow will with me. I say Diane Chow in my S70, she's very good on helping a lot of people like your wife become successful. And she was like this before, she was trained. Now she become SMD, she have a lot of people become successful. And we will, I think I will work with you on a daily basis, make sure that you. So anyway, after that, I talk with Rudy, I talk with a couple. I explain what we do. Because I want to find out if Rudy would support his wife. Don't you think that if Rudy don't support, what chance do I have? Because sooner or later, if she do business with me and she go home, he always give her a hard time. It's pretty hard. But if I know that he don't support, now I have a new reality. If this guy is the husband of support, I can talk honestly to her in front of her husband and say, okay, this seems like Rudy is not supporting. But what do you guys think? Do you want to continue or not? If Rudy say, okay, I don't care, so if you want to do whatever, at least I clear it. But if he say nope, and he don't answer anything, what chance do I have? Why should I want to work with someone who? But if she came back, let's say I say this before, the husband don't like it, but she still want to do it. And I say, are you sure you guys? And she will not inspire your husband to want to do it. They say, yeah. I mean, sometimes you do that. I have a lady right now. She makes 250,000 part time. She have a full time job, make 150,000 as a manager or man. She make 250 here. She gotta go full time because her husband against her from day one. And today, even though she makes a lot more money, he's still against her. And I met her in Korea. She traveled herself because there's some men when they write the first time they write forever, even they're wrong the first time they're wrong forever, but they would not have made it. Okay, so I met her say. So I thought that because she's so successful now, I say I asked her where your husband, or say hello to her, and the guy is not showing up in Korea. Okay. So anyway, but the issue is number 3, meet the spouse is very important because you want to know who you're working with. Chances are 80 or 90%, if you show up there right with the other person, let's say you will work with another, and you do it right, the family will support. And now, guess what? This is what I want. The minute we have a spouse support, then I can move to number 4. I can get the prospect list. How many times you have problem get the prospect list? Because you never see the spouse. A lot of people, let's say Liz, she hold back because many people, they're not so sure they're going to stay in the business, so that they don't want to bring brother or sister into this thing. But if the husband support or the spouse support, they both together, then the door open for the prospect. Follow me? Yes. Secret of this whole thing is how you get to this point. And once you have the husband and wife, okay, do the right thing. Spend time, do the prospective for them. You don't tell them, go give me that name. You do the prospective because they don't know how to. So once you down this and say, okay, this is the book list. And you can see that I want you to go to this path. So far, I am with you at this step. Oh, now you see that I do step by step. She didn't know. She know that I'm not monkey this thing. I just you can start a kid. You sign a license with us. I just met your husband. Guess what? Next step is this book. But open this one. My goal is to get you 100 to be able to business. But I'm going to go back to this one, but I want to have. You see how many pages of contract we have? I want you to have 100 name on it. Okay? This is how I help you to do a team list. I need 100 names, but I'm going to work with you on that because this is your market. I like to target to have 100 people working for you. Okay? It's good people, anybody. And we can do it in the course of next month, next 6 months. Okay? So I get a piece of paper out. And I say, you know, I want to exercise with you. And when I ask you something, you just give me the first name. And I would love this thing. So let's start with the first 25 people that you invite them for birthday. Usually most people, I say 25 people, most people more or less bring about 20, 30 people to their birthday. So if you have a birthday, just forget who's the people. But how many brothers, sisters gonna come? Oh, I have my brother this, my sister this. Who are they? John, Jack, and Mary. Okay. What about your friend? Who is your friend? How many friends? Tell me about 6, 7, 8 friends. How many friends out of the 25? Oh, I have about 8 friends. Who are they? Well, Lori, A, B, C, whatever. Just give me the first name and just write out first. So write out first name. I get what more? I mean, who is your best friend, your co-worker? So who is that 25 people? And I get 25 names. And I write all 25 names on this one. I put on this, all these things, John, Jack, Mary, whatever. Because we're gonna work on recruiting those people for it. Okay. So I begin that. So with this today, in the last half an hour, we were able to get the first 25. And now let's working on the next 25 next few days. But I gotta get to you know, by the end of this week. I hope we're gonna be able to develop 100 names first. But tonight we have 25 already. Let's plan to share information to 25 those people. And this, you guys don't have to do anything. Diana Chow will do everything. All you have to do and observe us how to help those people. Purely just information on you should be proud of what we do. Don't worry about it. Okay, whatever we do, we try to talk those people the same way we talk with you. We make sure they be so happy for information we share. And if they like, we can be able to offer them a chance to join our business or to be educated. That's all. Sound good to you? Yes. So I get number 4 now. I do it, not that. You think your 5 years old Johnny do it? You think you're now gonna do it? No, well, you know why, you know, get prospective. You know why you're good people, but they don't stay. So if I can get this one, I have 25 days. I think I can come with about, hey, you know what? In the next 30 days, I'm gonna work with this list, try to get you 3 referrals. And 15K, we talk about GX, so I spend up to GX over back. GX is a training program. In the next 30 days, I will train you. You observe me, you observe Diane, how to bring people to your office. And you observe how you'll be able to help about 3 to 5 people become financially successful through doing the financial protection. In fact, we're going to help them do some financial checkup, which I'm gonna help you to see it. I will do with you in the next 2 minutes on the financial checkup. You guys see exactly how we help you. So I spent a 315 and do financial checkup. I didn't say make a sale, I just spent financial checkup. Is that correct? So how I spent I done already. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways. So this, I already have a list here. Tomorrow I will be back to your house. I'm gonna work with you today. I think you and I are gonna do some drop by stop by. We do few training. So I'll discuss with you, if I have time to discuss with you, who I'm gonna talk with tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, I'm gonna start working with you, got to go on the phone and prepare to see tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, I try to drop by about 3 to 5 places in your list, just give them a blue book and explain about what we do. So we'll do this one. And by the way, Liz, I want you to come to the office. And we have workshop. And the training in our office here at 7 o'clock Wednesday night or Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Can you do this?
Yes, yes.
Can you get the startup kit and explain 50 minutes of two page to handle with care? The thing that you're always doing all the time in anything is you are a nurse, you have to always open something, explain to people. This thing, you should have to explain it. You do licensing, $70, all included, that's done. Nick the file, make sure this is an informed fact. And then you do this one, the rest is done. The secret is right this point. The minute you get this thing done, the rest is the. So that. I tell you, when I was good people, I get them right. When I go see the spouse, I can look at body language of the husband to see how he reacts when I talk. I try to connect his eye, and they look the other way, whatever, I can tell this guy don't like it. We don't want this, I don't like it too. But usually a lot of times sometimes guys go like this, or like, oh, you're gonna cheat us, or you're gonna rock us, or my stupid wife listen to you guys, whatever. But if I can convince that we are not, we are fair people, we're decent people, and I put all of these brought down, I have Diane next to me, and I explain everything professional. And I know what I'm talking about. I don't let 5 years old kid talk. I'm not adult in the house talk. I don't think startup people is a problem. The challenge right now, the number one problem for you when I look at it seems to me all the onboarding we have has not been done properly the way I think.
Yes.
That's why I put a question mark, because have you done those things with those people? If you without doing that, you don't have another to put under you. Okay?
Mm.
Come up here if you have more questions. Go up. Go back up. Or ask me if you have questions about it. 6 steps. Some people ask me about this thing. What if I have people not listen? I put them through Zoom.
Yes.
Okay. So same thing. If you are here and you have somebody who in Calgary, and that person before little Johnny in Calgary, put one in for. Simple thing. Little Johnny just called you and put you on the phone and say, so Nancy, she's so wonderful. And I'm so happy she's my coworker. And I tell Nancy, before we were able to have her join, she needs to talk to you, the manager. You're my manager. Can you please? And also, he's going to talk to the manager. So my manager, Nancy, she's the one who trained me and helped me. So put Nancy, put Mary on the phone with you. Or if you have to do the Zoom, do 3 ways, right? And but the problem is that Johnny probably have to have a kid break. If your teen, your high, you make sure all the time have a kid in front of the car, then if they put Mary in front of you on the thing, and you say, Johnny, give her the gift, and let me explain her. You do the same thing. And so you tell her to do the same. Oh, by the way, Mary, can you read this thing and 7 o'clock tonight? We have a Zoom with you and your husband. If you read this thing, and then at 7 p.m., we love to be able to meet your husband on this call. And by the way, can you tell your husband to have dinner before we talk? That's the sense.
Sino ba?
And you get on her and you recruit her, then you are lady or recruit lady would be a problem. And you also introduce the local trainer, supposedly another lady. If you recruit a man, then you're gonna find another man in a local for the trainer to train the man. So the woman would be like it. The woman don't like another lady to train her husband. So as you go the distance longer, you can change the different trainer. I think you got a trust already. But first step you have to do is simple. Any question about all this?
So coach, while you are doing the easy start did earlier, so way back to the cold market earlier. So I just learned my lesson then, which is don't work with enemy that who died right away. So I only met him as a cold market in like a kind of something. And then she was able to do the CI and it was doing. So me,
But it's the by say like but yeah.
not yet.
Well, that's how you think of the guy if you have put on 50.
Yeah.
But a cold market, 7 for the cold market wouldn't last for a few hours. If you get 700 bucks, it lasts at least a month or more.
So even though coach, I see my docs earlier that I did the fast start, but the thing is a long distance, but was a plan. And will be handing to him the kit that we need to travel 2 hours away from here to Toronto because it's outside Toronto. So 2 hours, but then right after I did the fast start, I don't know because their understanding is it's like a pyramiding or something. So I understand now, like maybe if we do it like first and because that's our plan to go to him though, but the thing is we go first to Zoom. So maybe in my mind while you're talking, maybe I just maybe did it personally. So my question is, so maybe from campaigning, we rather have that 100% that we can able to explain all the kit and everything, maybe how far it is to go in person.
Well, there's no rule. You win and lose some, but there's no anything about pattern. I do not listen a lot. I recruit people on phone, and I start them on phone. Like Andy Nguyen, he joined me on the phone, and I say, okay, this is what you need to do. You be licensing. I tell them to start up licensing. I talk with him on the phone 2 times. And then I say that I'm gonna come in next week. You bring 30 people. I come there and you have 30 people show up. I will fly there and I do presentation for you and I also train you at the same time. So you can do a lot of things, even those I don't have Zoom or FaceTime, but I can do through phone. Okay. But does it every case that I'm gonna win like Andy Nguyen? No, there's people who come in and think that they join. Yesterday they say yes, the 2 days later on they quit. They don't answer my phone. That's normal. It doesn't change anything in this whole thing I talk to you. It's not a guarantee, but it's better than little Johnny don't know how to handle it. When you let Johnny or handle it, you lose 100% of the case.
Yeah.
But you do this one, you probably don't win 100% at all. You probably win about 50%, which is a lot better than losing 100% right now. So most of the time, because all of the goods was not partly handled by little guy, the chance for them to stay in business very small. Like the coal market, first of all, coal market, no material, no licensing. What could be there? I already know that if I'm an SMD and somebody my team, little Johnny say, hey, son, how do I gonna start this guy? I say, this is submit for license? No. Did he have a kid? No. Did you tell him to show up the meeting? He show up? No. Okay. Put me on the phone. I will try to save it. But if now I already know that we lost this guy. So I have no guarantee. I mean, you can, for me, I can go to proper procedure here, but I think I win every single case. No, maybe I get 50%, but 50% of people who will not lose. They are for real people. Our 100% people, they are not making for this. But the other 50% that we can make it, but we should not make a mistake to lose those 55 people. We should be doing right to keep those 5 people. Any other question? Yes.
Hi, coach. Hi, coach. My name is Ali. So I just want to ask coach about spousal influence, because I have a partner that is very supportive with me doing this business. I quoted him. I'm able to bring him to G25, but he will never come to the office to get involved, to be active. What advice you will give to me? Thank you.
Quite another.
So you say it again, very supportive.
All right. Even during my license thing, I called him just to support me, but he will never come to the office.
He do licensing.
No, he doesn't want, but he said, okay, you can call me, but he doesn't get all like actively involved.
Oh, when you say supportive, but give me a reason why you say supportive. By word or by action though?
He just supported me. For example, I convinced him to come to G25. I said, okay, because I just want to see, because he thinks.
Did he show up to G25?
Correct. Yes, he showed up.
Then I get 25. What next? Did you tell him to run for something?
I asked him, how did you find the G25? Honestly, he told me like, I feel like I'm in the church. No,
You feel like it been brainwashed by him.
sorry.
You feel like in the church like we are being
Correct.
brainwashing here.
Yes. So the reason that I want to get him involved, because he speaks Spanish and French.
Yeah, I'm talking about that's where you begin to think too much. The fact of the matter is that what that guy really do is happen besides G25 and after G25. G25, somebody walk out and still say that, what hope do you have?
I don't know after that.
That don't ask me. Because I have no hope with that guy too. I mean, nobody's not being about G25, everybody's gonna fly to heaven, no? And we should give it a chance, and this person is proven, even he get to G25, this dude is gonna change it.
Okay, thank you.
Then some people are so difficult, people are very difficult. You know, go to 15,000 people trying to convince him and still, oh, it doesn't convince me. I mean, what else? So you have some family from the Philippines say, go to Canada, go to Canada. And by the time you bring him to Canada, walk around and say, "Do you like to move Canada? Look like you go to church." So what you want? So that is, you guys understand, my job here and your job to work with people who want to go to work. That's some people who don't want to go to work. Give them peace. Let them rest in peace. Why like you do? But they start their peace, right? Don't get the grave out. Let them rest it. I'm just saying that it's not easy. Every step is not easy. Step one, do you have a kid? You don't have a kid, chances are they're gonna get wrong information. They get wrong information, they become negative. Step number two, if they don't put the money for the license thing, what chance you gonna give them? Somebody put out $150, it's nothing nowadays. No commitment. Step number three, if you recruit him or her and you cannot see the other hand, what chance you will be able to get them moved? And then you see step number three, and you see the other half is against it. What is your chance? There's so many chances, but you need to find out. Little Johnny never find out. It's just like, I don't know why they disappear. But you should know. I know. I just asked, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? You don't do this? We don't have. If they don't, if the person who join you never sit down, write you on a prospect list, you got that. There's no commitment. He's not open up.
That's the case, because the wife is the one who really. If that's the case, the way I heard it. It's because the wife can just keep moving and just do whatever it takes.
I have many cases that the wife, let me tell you. My wife is not against it, but she's also not support. She let me do it with, I'll see how it goes, and I still, and you like they do, but no smile is not totally support, but I'm not totally against it, right? But why? It's normal because your spouse is not seeing result yet. They always need to see results in the thing.
Let's say we
My side, we have spouse. At least they are watching this, but they are not have too much negative because they're watching it, but they don't know when you guys go out the field, they don't understand, they may have more negative. That's all. So we want to handle preventive things at number three. So the key thing is because you are nothing to me, please. Because if I recruit you and you don't have the name to go, you are zero. I don't recruit you, Liz. I recruit 100 people under you. That's why I bring you in. Because without 100 people, what can I do with you?
yeah.
So once you have 100 people, I can do 315. Or if not, I can do 315. At least I get one to go to one sale this month. I don't even have 350. But one to put one sale, I begin to get some equity.
So, this is our green light, please. So, of course, this is our opportunity because it's turn based. So now I know like how to like the little Johnny. So it's still my responsibility as a mom for the team to take care of it. Which is I started after I learned from St. Martin. I started with Mickey. So when Erica able to what they call this one, a coded name to join last month. Then I speak to her and then this time like a good result that she become even juniors. So for me now, coach, like, how about, how can I impose it to my MD? Like, how can they be like a trainer as well? To be like me, like, how can I do that?
What a way or hard way. Probably going out to bookstore or whatever, hardware store, and buy some rope. 4x4. I love now the shop the easy way. The easy way is personally they're not something too easy, but it's about your leadership,
Em nói chuyện học luôn một lần em biết
your
chị
relationship, the two things.
không có không có học mà nói mình đi học không giờ nhé có nhiều điểm
You cannot make people move. They follow you by God.
Yes.
cái gì đó
They are following you where
chị nhưng mà nó phải chịu có phần BBC làm được cái hội nó phải xin được tiền em có cái sự cái người cái gì
I'm not saying to put it on your burden because the burden on them. Some people end up trusting them.
xin được xét cho bạn
Yeah,
công ty ra
some people
tặng ô tô cho bà rồi mình sắp làm thành full time thì bà mới xin được.
some people
quyết ra được cái gì đó nhưng ở đây chỉ nó mới hỏi mình
they become somewhere they come in and say
Và với
this thing. But they're not very
là em tất cả vì ra cái bảng lương mà ngoài đặt
we have to earn that stuff.
ở trên sổ mà cho tiền tuổi trẻ đó.
This is the number three start the first page of the year. Because if they don't trust you, they will not give you the contract. They will not go out of the field, they not go, they don't let their spouse to go to meeting with you. So I always say to the people that when I meet the spouse, the minute that night when I finish the meeting with the spouse, I walk out, I see the door close behind me. I can hear the wind. The wind in the house come out and tell me, the husband look at the wife and the wife told him, honey, I'm not sure about this stuff. Which then I have no clue. They don't say. Whatever I do, I don't know. Maybe my weight plan or my connection is not right. I don't know. Maybe my face and their face or my date of birth and their date of birth doesn't matter. Whatever reason, if they do not feel what that I am, they cannot feel about me, I have no reason. And you know what they have that one. But if I walk out and hear in the air, the voice there say, the rising from the husband saying, people okay, huh? Take yourself. Okay. That's why you need to see this far. Okay. And if you feel like they connect with you, they begin for the trust, the relationship begin to develop. It can't have any connection before they have the trust. If they call you, you answer right away. When you answer, do you answer honestly, or they can tell that you are winning? trust has been built. So you see, like 40 years, forever, never, no matter whether the guy is big or the little associate with up to me, I always answer properly. And these things that I don't answer good enough because I've been in this thing, I say sorry for I did not. I always sorry because I did not your whole problem. If I go to meeting with your friend, your house, and I show up 10 minutes late, and I know I'm 10 minutes late, even 5 minutes late, I always text her and say, Nancy, I'll be 5 minutes late. I've been very mindful to the point that if I go to a restaurant, but I late 10 minutes, on the way there, I already text them, I'll be 10 minutes late. If you're meeting on the business, I tell you exactly how many minutes I thought. I cannot say 10 minutes. What? Because I lost person. If I know I late 20 minutes, I can tell it 20 minutes. I know a lot of my guys, they know they're late 20 minutes, but they say I'm a little bit late. You lost trust. So the business, there are little things. It's not in the book. It's about who you are. So relationship, you gotta, if you want to run people, trust with other one. No trust. Either they don't trust you or they never trust anyone. There's some people who never trust anyone. And you have to accept whether they don't trust you or they never trust someone. Whatever reason, you just don't get it. No matter, accept that. You cannot move this person. Secondly, when they trust you, do they respect you? If you're not a good leader, why do they have fun? Some of you, because you're an MD, say, you are an MD, I'm your MD, you listen to me. Hell no. I'm your SMD, listen to me. No. Yeah. They don't respect. So when people don't listen to you, don't follow you, the question is that maybe it's your fault. Second one is maybe it's their fault. There's only two, right? Then we cannot be a third person. Either they don't trust you because of you or because of them. To me, it doesn't matter. You don't trust me because of you or because of me. It's just, I accept this enough again. Because I cannot ever accept that 100% people will trust me. No matter what, anything you do in life, you learn to live with it. And then the only thing is that if too many people don't listen to me, and too many people don't trust me, I gotta look at there, something wrong about me. But if I have more than 50% listen to me, I'm okay. I wish I have 80% people listen to me, but I'm trying my best. I still have a lot to learn. So remember, trust and respect. This means brilliantship and leadership. What do you do to earn people respect? You gotta show them you know what to do, right? If you tell people to do 315 and you don't do it, you think they will respect you? If you tell people to sell and you don't, how people listen? If you tell people recruit and you don't, oh, because of your MD, your SFD? No, because you do it. Other question.
You said that with your leader. You think that you can wait like it's the so when you ask leader, you don't wait like
Yellow.
yeah, but when you
coach that to your, one of your SMB ask you that, why they're not listening? Why they're not following me? And you tell, you sometimes those 1 to 10 and you're not listening, you tell them straight to her face. And she didn't get it. What can you do? You as a top leader, you go there and cut root, but she's far away. So you would like to, you would like to build your bishop, but you would like also to uproot that bishop that is in to the SME.
Repeat again your question because
So suppose you,
let's say you try to reach out to Mr. A. yeah, who is the SME.
Yeah.
You reach out to the downline.
Yeah.
Mr. X,
the government is complaining about the SME.
okay, and then
Yeah, mo,
He said it is,
Gano?
he said it is a challenge.
Huh?
But she's not listening. She's still doing, but the downline is still complaining about her.
okay, so who got his rules right then? What is the downline or I need to get it to A round. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, reason like that, I'm gonna be there. That's why I'm looking for people. I think, let's say, I don't know, people have this belief. This people can do without like, oh, I what? I bet them being airy. Big bang. You jump down what we got, I don't got to get something. Because he, in his point of view, this guy is going to stop. They don't listen to him. Instead of be bypassing the computer. What is this guy's what? That you are. You're going to follow the talk to them. So my question is that when you talk to your parents, well, what is my thought? And you give them a couple of behavior and then you have a list of hey, to say, this is what it is, what it is, like, get the help. And we find out the future is really something is not a big problem. Jump up. I think I think that so there's a lot of people problem. I had to go thank all the time. And we are not just to different to little things. It's something that is students that it's a which or something pretty bad. That you may want to withdraw. Otherwise, even husband and wife will have to put that cycle. Right system house always have fighting. Downline, upline always have problems. You don't want to get into it. All your day spending try to solve problem that you're not supposed to do. You know. Okay. There's so many things. The downline say, my upline, he is not a good trainer. Anything I give my team to him and he killed him. It's happened. Okay. Is that true? But it's not true because this guy did any other stuff. Then you know, about. But it's true that this, the number 20 people complain to you about this guy killing everybody. And everybody else say, this guy is really a killer SMB. And then you convince this is true. A lot of people here are dying because the upline is incapable, they have no respect. And people will don't trust him, don't respect him. That if you totally convince this is something that you have to do, and you jump down. No, you just say that to the guy that politely, look, by protocol, you're supposed to work with this guy, but it's our company because I'm your upline and we're paid our commission 6 generations. We always say that if you cannot work with this one, you can work with the next one, and I'm going to the next one. But you have to request. I'm not gonna reach out to you because the Mr. A is gonna say, well, you always overlap, you take my sale, you interfere in my business. But come to the point that you have to take the risk. This is also your business too. And Mr. A or F, if they cannot work with the A, they work with you, they request that. And even if say A say something and we just have to say Mr. A, look, Mr. A, I do not want to do this thing. They ask me, and by the way, I present everything of this organization. Anything I do here is benefit from this anyway. I do not transfer, I do not do anything other than try to reach out if people are happy to stay with. That's what I would say. It's working for you, man. Still unhappy, which they usually unhappy because a lot of guys have people. A lot of guys rather see that down like die because they don't listen to me. I have people like that too. Okay. In that case, I jump down anyway. That's why I'm still here to tell that in my career, there's a lot of people I stay here because some of my middle guys don't like the team that have conflict. So grandpa's one over here. If you cannot work your father, then grandpa here. So there is too many variables. But our principle is that nobody need help and will not be served. They will be served. But we have to go through some protocol. We need to have to say, hey, look, the situation right now, do you want me, the guy who work with me, or you want to move the guy? Okay, he's off long enough, they can go to us. So we start. Yes, okay. Hello, Mike.
So next question is regarding the statement you made, that says the best is to build. So what if you're in the process of acquiring such skill and to other people here, I think who are starting their business and only just now learning that they have to have that skill. How would one acquire such skill? Does it have to be quicker or does it take?
I recommend you watch a movie called Geo Sushi, you know, what's the Netflix? Yeah. And you watch that movie about a sushi chef is so difficult. He's like an icon of the Japan cuisine. So just Google Jiro, Jiro, the dream of sushi. So they go to the extreme that everybody under the upper text, yeah, that's what.
Subsidy.
And all these guys, they have always, I mean, they let them to scrub the floor, to clean the utensil, all the things. And they let them to do just a little thing. Then one guy, you know, the Japanese, they do the egg roll. Yeah. So, you pick the guy, and that's it. Every single day, and he says, so so. And by the 10th year, finally, he tried it, and it said, good, approved. And the kid broke out from. The obvious is we have people who in the business for a few months, or maybe sometimes a few years. They're not serious about this. They don't show up to meeting. They don't have like a few sale here and there. But they have a downline and they say, you gotta go with me. And you say, but the downline don't want to go with that guy because a few times before he go out and train the downline. The downline see him do something client and doing people. The downline don't like it. Then you jump down, you're gonna blend. And he say that you do not give him a chance. If you don't let him go out of the field, how do you have a chance to become better? That argument go on forever. On the other hand, you have some leader pretty bad too. He's so greedy. Every leader, no matter the team has, they just jump down and clean it up, and the middle guy never have a chance also. I don't have a clear answer for you. Okay? But one thing I said, most of the case, if the people don't want to go to the field, I think you should ask yourself first, instead of blame the people. Blame the downline or blame the upline. Because nobody, why don't you prove yourself? Let's say I have a bunch of downline here. And Rudy is my upline, and this is why I go Rudy. And I can bitch about Rudy. And if they use so bad, you steal myself. Well, this one guy is okay, but 2, 3, 4 guys don't want to do it. I should do it better. And I can fix it. You know, I get it. I prove to feel that I'm a good guy. And then go now. And this month I'm gonna make 5 sales. Next month I make 10 sales. I make 10 sales about 3 months in a row. Everybody gonna come to me. And this guy will create strong, big technique. They don't kind of want to do that. When the team doubts about him, he bitch you. When are you gonna prove your people? Guy. 70. One of the stand up strength. You don't let me talk. Well, but you don't have any number. Why do you want to talk? And also, you talk so bad. People yawning or whatever. Why don't you break yourself? Try to wisely prove yourself. Sometimes setback is a good thing. When people don't want to follow you, people don't go out the field with you, people don't want to hear from you. He doesn't feel bad, or you fight for it to be much better. You know, I go through that thing so many years in my life. 40 years ago, I had a problem with speaking. And then today, so a lot of time people have a hard time understanding my English. I'm saying about 40 years ago. But I accept that fact. You know how I accept it? I know how to think. I say I talk less. I am not talk good. I not yeah. You know what other time? Yeah. Very broke. But everybody, but yeah. Because our number is big, the brown power is. So, thank you in the liquid.
Hi, Coach. So, the question is, so most of my prospects are from cold market, so that's what I've been doing, in the last few months and moving forward, not just for myself, but for everybody as well. So I just wanted to know if I'm doing this in the right way. So when you are prospecting a cold market, so you don't really have, sometimes you have enough time to collect information and get to know them a little bit more. And sometimes all you get is their phone number and their availability. So right away, I would book them for company intro. So now I've been doing a couple of company intros with the cold market, and so far I've only coded one, and he died as well. That's Rain over here. So I know that we have leverage as well with our leaders. But because I've had that experience and I've been ghosted so many times, and I don't want to waste. So my thinking is I don't want to waste their time. Most of the time I do it by myself. And maybe that's my mistake. That's why I'm not getting any results. So what would be your best advice for me, coach, moving forward? Thank you.
If I put co-market, I should understand this co-market.
Yeah.
And co-market is not usually like other market. But in co- what's the problem with co-market? Trust. Yeah. Also co-market, sometimes a lot of them want to do something quick. Yeah. And they also very doubtful because they don't know what to do. They trust and doubt and hope how things come in. So you know they're gonna die very quickly. And if I could put the full market, I could handle upfront. I know, I think, I don't know you well, and so forth, you don't know me well. But we put in signing this thing. Let's discuss. What- I don't want you to find out. I want you to understand before you find out. Why do you spend some time explaining it? Why do you have to rush to get them on 6 months? Why don't you make it on the way you lay not bold with them? I would. You know what? I'm a co-marketer too. The person who is okay, I don't want to person. I am 100% co-marketer. So. But I give her for this because she treats me serious. So you should do that with that person. You will put that person and say, look, I'm in a very highly regulated industry. You should act like you don't need them. Then they need. And if you need them, they don't need you. Yeah. You don't need them, they will need. Yeah. So tell them, sit down or get on Zoom and tell you this here. Now there's these professional business, the financial industry, we are so investment and retirement business, and we provide a lot of training and licensing. You know that. So simple procedure. If you want to do this thing, you have to you go through another at least 6 month training. Right now, you're not the same house name. Either train to but I prefer I find a local office more like a it's professional. We handle people money. What if you're a manager of Maryland or some British high and you are a manager of Joshua, you put somebody. If you take your job and you take the guy who joined your firm, still, you might still it's the business side. you put yourself low and you expect the guy low, and then you get what. But you think the most thing you know is, and if the guy is good by me, I think it's $20 million. It could be another full market one win. I say, hey, Bob, put it down. I want you to understand exactly what you do so that I we can start our business, our relationship correct. Because if you join this business, I will be responsible for your success. So you can tell some guideline, and I don't want it to say, look, you need to be at the training step. You need to be licensed. I expect you to get this license, license. You need to be having a trainer and you report to that trainer the next 6 months on pretty much like on the very close relationship. We train you, we work with you, we expect you to work with us on the daily basis. Can you do that? And if you do that, then I sign you up. So if you sign up, Gemini Club, license. Go to the kid. I want you to have a next appointment so that I can talk with you and your wife. And you don't think that you're strong enough, bring your online. That's it, or you need the help of get on the phone with the phone house. Look, this is we are a company in Canada. Go through the same start. Handle just like the way I handle. You get a nice one, but you do it so casual. 150 miles on somebody with me on social media.
So, coach, I totally agree with Nathan and Alan. Especially, if I want to retain people. So last month, we had like 7 guests in our bake shop.
Okay,
70. But the thing is, some of those who did the guests, I know they're doing nothing. But also, there's also one that is but not me. So we following the process a circle, but that's the point. EFS, big sales, you can make the points, but I know that person will not. We're speeding up to get people under that because I know that I need to get something, right? But in your advice, coach, how are we going? Don't even know I know the answer. How do these people to live in stay and keep on have that healing mentality?
so, okay, so we go. Very few people, when you sit down, explain to them, you gotta go meeting, they would understand. Because people want to hear what they want to do. The people who don't want to go meeting, the more you say, the more they look back. And I feel like, who the hell are you? Tell me this. So even me, I have that problem. Even me, I have problem with my association. When I begin, and they all have black people out there, and they run so that old man so difficult. Even some of my see whatever also get back. Okay, that part of it. But when I see some attitude issue like that, I talk with you gotta win that game. You know, they always right. One thing that you can do that some people will manage to fail. No matter what you do, don't fall. Look up. Yes. So knowing that, you can save those. People. You can save those, people, even though they don't like it. You know, there's a lot of guys who think they don't like me, but I do a team they have benefit. They don't like me, but they like to override that you put. And that I call welcome to this. You understand that we are the very lonely nation. And we just tear down this, trying to tear up this thing. You know, we just about 2 weeks ago, back in Everett, Everett, Florida. Mark and I, we go to Korea like 2, 3 times to plan for Florida. After all, we put several $100,000 into that car. If you go to a hotel right now in Toronto and you have a party about 100 people or 200 people or a wedding, you think how much they charge? With a piece of cold summer, they charge for 300 people. A banquet, you think how much they charge? How about you go to Korea? You get the most beautiful venue on the Hot River. Top K-pop supercar in that place. It's the #1 venue in Seoul. And the most fancy food buffet, the most fancy entertainment. You know how much it costs for and well, reasonable. The venue per head for that more people, the cost of venue always pretty high. You rent the venue, let's say $100,000 there. And if you have 200 people go there, the cost of venue alone is $500 per person, right? That's just because cost of venue is most things. The next cost of the venue, besides the venue, fact nowadays, the 80 of the yeah. You might have to go back. And get to professional AV. People go to the hotel, they get to some lousy, AV, but high professional, 300 people on what they charge. You have 300 people. The AV costs you $100. Just to be able to see and hear. Okay, and then you add on the location, the band, and other award recognition, all other things. How much you charge the fee? What if you calculate $150? What if only 200 people show up? Are you thinking a lot? We're only talking about 30, 40, 50,000 dollars. It's $800. You come in, people come in, wonderful. You basically serve the food, talk about half of them go home. There's some boring people. They just go to the meeting, go to the soiree, just to eat and go home. Party, so the smoke of party, not party eating. Do you feel pain for the guy who put on that? Yes, coach. mother. She became for a family gathering every year. She cook about 20 dish for all the children, grandchildren, and the house. Some of them laugh and it's, oh mom, I am busy, I have vacation, I go somewhere and sit there and all the handful of show up. And handful of them show up, the minute they eat, they turn around, they all go home. And what the mother will have a feel. It's a bit. I'm not saying to say, like, you guys impressed. It's human. People think about, yeah, they would think the organizer, they would think about upfront. They think about just what they. Yes. That don't make sense about. It, I tried to change that for 40 years, but never happened. It's always like that. Usually, if you have 10 kids, about one or two think about home. It's always like that. You have 10 downline, 10 leaders, and then you have 10 heads of being on you. Only one or two who feel what the other one do not feel. It's not like anywhere. You have your base shop, you have 10 people, only about 2 people feel. Okay? Always complain, well, you don't do enough, you don't do this and this, that's the difference. So everybody speaks to me, but they expect you to be always a better. That's it. Go to meeting, but you, but they want to build, and you have to show up. They never remember anything. You have to remind them all the time. So this part of the business, and that's how I really think. You make sure you grow to people and make sure you accommodate the other age, because like a mother, even you know the two kids think about her, and two kids always say what the business is, but she always wishes to have 10 kids because in fact, really unfair. The mother pays more attention to the other age than the two who watch this you with mom. When you're watching, they're always bitching mom. They don't do anything to mom. They bad, whatever, and you don't love and make mother feel worse. The whole idea is tough. Highest guy, but what I'm saying is that when you in the people business, you have to understand human beings to talk to no one, just like your student. That's the way it is. You have to accept what goes on and move on with that. And you have to feel bigger and bigger because that's your job. You know, that's why I say that if they don't show up, you show up. If they don't do, you do. Keep feeling. When you see someone who you know they're gonna die out, right? You have to love that hard because if they feel that you don't like them, you will work. In fact, you have to pay attention to those people more than the guy who will cost you. Kids who have more trouble always get better than and a good kid always gets all the things, all the work. So for the people, who is not with you, you jump down. And even though they don't like it, but you jump down, you build to make too big. So in their heart, they don't like you. outside they don't like you, but inside they love. That's what it's like. And that's how the system works. The system right now takes situation. That's why I will restrict for the sick. I still the sick, and for the sick, they're happy. The sick, the sick happy, the poor happy. So let's look over to the line of Chloe Zoo. Chloe Zoo is run like 12 generations. But it's left, disappear, lost. Do what is it, the people? I don't see them go here. Some of them, I see them, guess what I do? Hi, how are you? Take care. What do you do? Tell me that you, the same guy. What are you good for? But you think going through is the account. What I do? You know, typically key is that. So, well, this happens. All the guys here in Canada right now, most of them are forward to it. They send people. Right? Everybody has a food. Is on the story. But none of those guys feel like I did not make a difference. I think the fact up pretty well. Okay. So you have to understand why I do what I do that or send myself. You don't expect the people in handle. You just work with the people who want to work. They deserve your attention. So that's two kind of people. One is builder, the other one is user. People like me, of course, are free. And the user hate you without a money. Yeah. Well, that's the way it is. And we're seeing a lot of people who work on corporate days during the early days, when it's fall, they are so nice. They really cook. The best money, I want to make the money without work. Of course, they competition because they feel like I'm pregnant. So they like you have to give a space. You gotta accept that fact and move on because you have problems with those guys. You may have problems with people. So, I don't say that you give up, try not to go. Hey, you got to come back. I don't know, but when it's my job is to focus people under you and help make sure the people under you present to grow. Otherwise, your team stop growing. But the key thing here for you is that you got to be wider. You feel bitter that's because you're not wide enough. Then you're like me, you're 100 wide, you have to accept that one. Okay, one more question and I would change that.
Okay, so for Trinidad, so in the past 3 months, our action had 10 recruits per month. But out of that, honestly, we have recruit consistent anyone from a company to a week. So, I don't really know what caused for that, but I wanted to show you why over for that. I know it's
That's why we want to back to our conversation. But are you part of Nancy? No. Why do I just Nancy? So listen, and I'll let you next, okay? So Nancy, yeah, you can anybody want this thing. What I want right now, is that true based on what I explained on this one. Can you guys fix this one first? Yes. Dissecting it wasted because you already know so many people was not classed on proper. Therefore, you don't have anybody going deep. That's the challenge. So my question here to Bay is how many people that we have a chance to save and do the staff properly and get the contract ready and start getting to predict. We have that meeting, so we have that meeting. So Ben, can you go back? Go up here with your team.
Okay,
All the team under you. That's what matters. We have that here, we have Mary, we have Erica,
and,
Nate here.
and Emily on the other side. So the
Okay.
direct.
I'm really going back. Just to co-market. And the co-market. First of all, guys, can you guys fix the ASAP? Because without this, it's difficult. Now, for the people in Sweden, you have to go back to the people. Either you're gonna buy them a lunch, or you have a house meeting. I'll buy some lumpia and some fancy. And get them together at the Saturday night or that night. All people here to go up. If they show up, we can make a few one bit. And try to reset them and set goals. Hey, how are you here? If they agree with you like that, or they ask, or you will be good, they put stuff. If they on top of this thing, but you can start doing one to cook oneself, it's okay too. If you get to find out, or if you get to go lunch with somebody, breakfast somewhere, you do this because you have something, but I would expect probably maybe 10% of the responsibility, the other 90%, maybe. But this job is to build a one. Now this time you build right. You do a step right. So for this organization, then I think you are good. Man. These two actually they are one. Find what else besides this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This person, you guys from both sides, you have one leg here. That's what if we provide these two as one, right? You have partner, right? We provide it. I'm not sure about this, because this question mark and we'll leave with all this. This one, because it's so much. It was not. Do it.
That's one word.
Study the warm up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. So this one is got a question mark, but this one is good. So you have one good leg, but none of this will beat them.
That's what both are the. This are the reading for the paper, it's just, which is what I'm hoping to.
So because exactly enough fact.
When I think I can answer this, I will underscore, as it is a large group, because we're to, so you said that from the coach that you could do, the lunch or get together and group setting.
I tell you, I do all the time. Somehow, we can put so
Yes.
so little house gathering on a Sunday night, or Saturday night, or Friday night, whatever. it is. But usually, work Sunday night work well, because most Saturday they have travel family. and Sunday usually they don't. Come to you together, 5, 6 p.m. and they out together, they go together, and begin to tell, sit down and see who can do what. And get through work, everybody close. And you can see if each of you guys, on half these guys, commit one more recruit, you're gonna have a low effect.
Actually, coach, back in, when the big shop was still, smaller, we actually, at the Nancy, usually we do our big shop, meeting physical, at their house. And that's how we got the retention of the team, was actually, very positive. So we actually stopped doing that. Maybe it's a good idea to.
Why don't we pick a select again, like this Saturday, on Sunday, Sunday? Because with your strength, you have people, you have prejudice. Because you still like married, 60 years old, yeah. You're the mother. You can talk, you can tell the dream, you can help people. You can like come to just like a and start putting all things together for her and grow her. Get her after life. Okay? And eventually will for her to become an asset.
That's not exactly I told her. The moment that I could go to as history, like coach her. But the thing now you heard it, that now you heard it again from me, that she's so scared to become an SMD because of an exchange flag that she might have, that might happen to her feet. But I told her that this one codes are really, really low.
I don't think that, I just want to ask you and Andy. Okay, because you should love to give respect, because later on, you will not respect, okay? But you love respect because you have to thank. If you want, it's two. Later on, your team you do the same thing. So that's why we have the MD program. In fact, I propose the company right now, we are in process of working on to have try to become SMD, not one MD.
Yes.
Because if you have only one leg and they become SMD, the second leg, what do you have? Okay, leg. So they grow. Okay, but they have two legs. Take one, they still have one. So before, when they have one, I take a leg, they complain. But now they have two or three, I take one, they still have a strong leg. So they're happy, I'm happy. So we want to change the promotion to become a happy time rather than a complaining time.
Yeah.
Okay? So I don't think you should become an SMD unless you do more than 3 legs.
For me, there's something also like the time for the disco. I know, guys, so this is the moment of the for coach, like how we do the business. So they're really good coach, but the thing that are for just the part-time, but they're committed to do the business. Something like the number of hours that they do it every day. Now that having full-time their coach, now I realize how important the daily activities to do it and to get the results. Because every now and then they're telling me there were scheduled, but then at the end there was something like changes. Of course, it's a human nature that there is a change, there is canceling, not showing up. So I told them that they're already missing half of the month, right? Because it should be a time bound that every month delivered, not on giving them the time every month. So now I want you folks to hear it from you to cover the importance of, taking results.
Well, I, she probably knows what I'm talking about, you know, to me, the real picture, it's not about winning. You can, you know, you are, if you have a habit.
Yes.
Your life, your future, the, your future depends on your habit. Talk about your habit. There is no talent to people. There is people with good habits, and people with not that. If you're not to go out and do it every day, there is no business. Now, it's okay for you not to do it, but don't expect you'll be good. And also, don't expect your team, your team who don't go out and field every day, it's a bad team. I don't really count anybody who don't have daily health. Not every day.
Qua bên kia cùng ngồi. Qua bên kia cũng được. Cô vẽ cái chỗ nào cũng có quả. Sáng. Chịu quả.
By out. Take a weight of 7 out of
Nổi chỗ.
Ngồi đi.
Okay, I want to, for sure, I want to have, well, it's about this. So my struggle is that, I don't have a spousal support because I'm single, and I'm single mom. I have a,
Học qua 8 cái gì
so I find it
chữ Y trước đây E này
have the time to focus on the business side. So I do the best I can, as much as I wanted to focus. Most of my more market, my network is,
mình
I
học qua 8 là số đi
my time, like how do I, what's your advice? For me
Okay.
to,
All right, I feel for you, I understand. I mean, your child is the priority number one. I understand. You know, it's a good model to go back about. Especially at the age of 7 years old. I get it. And you have a job, you have to give the family, you have to pay the always for everything. I get it. What can you do with this and decide all that? Can you have something to manage your time or some schedule that we don't violate? Because, look, we have people who single mother like you see a lot, because a lot of people, like the reason you go to school is because you're what you want.
giống cái code của với Huệ một số á,
You want
chữ á, cái số là 38
So right now, you work as a people go ahead, right? You have 8 hours work. But somehow you put them to get out.
công Huệ
So you have to have a goal. Whether you can or not, I don't know. I cannot make you to do it, but you have to initiate it because you have to own that thing. I cannot make it, or Nancy, don't try to make it for her. She has to want it, right? So
chờ mày nói
if
này cái này
it faces, yeah. Let's say right now,
chờ
you have a job, and and your mom at home. Right now, they need extra. $10,000 you to save your mom or your some of your family member from a medical bill. And you are the only one that can provide. So you have this person. You still have to pay sacrifice. How will you be able to support your family at home? And you have a $8,000 or $10,000 bill.
Đúng rồi, EEC đúng rồi.
Why did I get up? You probably can.
What?
I for someone.
Nhưng mà số
You tell them.
Có cái chữ Y.
đúng không đúng. Đúng rồi, chính xác chưa? Đi xài đi.
Y nhẹ cho nó chắc.
Ok, vẫn nghe.
And people will write.
Bớt này cái không biết nữa. Chơi thôi chứ. Bây giờ là đồ cúng rồi tôi phải tà xa tôi đá thôi. Tà xa bị xa thì
Let go your job.
vừa tội
10,000 a month.
là gì đi. Và cái nồi nào úp chung cái rồi kiếm cái nắp
Maybe when you work part-time, you make $70,000. Part-time, you make 70,000.
thì phí xuống đây thì invest hết.
On a part-time, you make 70,000. You full-time.
Cái giống trước của cái này.
Also, if you work with 70, you make 70,000
Cái
part-time.
phí này đều phải cặp lại gì
Full-time job,
thì tôi sẽ kỹ này.
you go full-time with us,
Okay.
your household expense each month like 5,000 or 10,000.
Anyway, chuyện cần làm phải làm thôi.
So you have time that you can get out of that. Now, if you go full-time with us, let's say 6 months a year from now,
Một cái nói này qua.
you have time for building this big business. You have an explosive routine here. You're gonna have a lot more bubbles. You become like us. You're free. You can travel the world. You can do a lot of things with your kids, and you do a lot of time. You can be here at meeting. You can show up 8 o'clock in the morning as something you're going to charge. So between now to that day it's a lot of big prices. Seems like you have a medical bill you have to pay in the next 6 months that you don't have to pay for your family. Otherwise, they will not accept in the hospital. So why would you fight?
Coach. Well noted. Thank you. So, one
All of the story is that sometimes it's not about, oh, son, we gotta get our kids to go to work, whatever. The moral of the story is that you can have a recent fight.
for my child.
Well, you're a single mother, number one thing for your child, you will go down. Let's say the only way to make double your income right now without this year on the BFD, most people are gonna work two jobs.
Yes.
Well, I used to work two jobs too. To be able to have an extra 2,000% to my mother 50 years ago. Good job. You have to do it. I mean, I just killing myself, burning myself over the.
Sao cái này là mình nhớ được 3 cái số là cũng giỏi rồi đó. 50%.
Enough fun and quit one job. Same thing.
Vậy. Nãy mình nhớ được chữ Y. Đọc. Nãy nhớ được chữ Y đó.
Cái nào?
Từ trước hay sao vậy? That's
If you're strong enough, you'll find it.
Giờ địa chỉ.
One more coach bubble chart from our team. So coach, this is a group of people that they're not licensed. but they're enjoying to be GX and enjoying the incentive. But I wanted to hear from you and research on this, my two, cheerleader and, track. So that's nothing here, and this is Hannah. So, okay, yeah, so because there's nothing here because they're all done. Well, she's DX though last month. Malta became DX MD Builder 3 last month. So that is, but then there is still starting HOQP, one more to go, and then the other one is halfway to their full license.
So, but this is not a real bumper car because only license on it, or is that a real time?
Request new last month to August. So Martin got Robin and he got Elaine last month.
Or is it DX time?
Yes, they're all GX last month. The problem is because I'm gone and they're not trainer yet, so nothing in her base. I was not able to do
The
the,
band is still DX, right?
yes, MD Builder 3 at the same time because of this.
1, 2,
And Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, GX.
okay. So what's the question?
So the question is, like, right now, I just want them to, like, to do the real business,
Nè, nó phải không vướng.
pay licensing, and this one is from QP. So I wanted to give you advice to them, coach, now how to do, like, make it faster, you know? Because, I mean, they're good candidates for
So I do wanna ask you, what you want, and not what you want. You know, what you want anyway, everybody know what you want,
yes, okay.
but you wanna know what you want, and is that okay, but you can do it slow, or you expect to do more? What do you want? Do you have a income goal for this one?
Of course, I want to give more and earn more. So that's why I'm happy that I become, MD Builder 3
Cái cao system builder. At email rất tốt.
for this.
To get to my house.
Yes.
So I'll cook for you, make sure the son cook for you. Maybe you don't like cook for you. Right?
Về
No.
cái cao system builder.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's right. You'll make money.
Biết cách.
They sell, man, like two.
Sure.
Nothing.
We have another 100,000.
Yes.
So like, we do like 5 sales.
Yeah.
Okay. The right one is good for 10,000 income a month.
System builder. Gmail.com.
3 GX to 5 GX a month. All right.
Yes, 4 actually, and I'm have a license.
Tại cách quậy trong này cho nó đi về. Nhiều tiếp theo này.
I need to get the license to get the money. So I have not doing it for the license. And now we have it. So I have to another person.
All right. So you know what exactly. Well, you got some report.
Yeah.
Money.
Yes.
You run this thing and you run this free, right? You go Mexico with us travel because April we're gonna travel. And you make sure you get some.
Yeah.
Anyway, coach, the problem with Sally, coach, is only GX, but I.
All right.
I know, we know what you want, okay? You want to travel, you want to make some money, and you can build some GX. You can recruit, you already GX4,
Yes.
so you keep doing what you do, but I know right now you get license and be more simple. If you can this thing, and you
Oh,
the way
yes.
you guys walk out here, can you do this way? You do this way too. That's all you need to do.
được không?
Thì nó sẽ đẹp.
Có cái góc
Fine. I'll give it fabric.
cái đó là nữa mà làm việc với cả admin ship của ổng.
A complete package.
So, hi, Coach. So, just like what I said a while ago, so our situation is we've been recruiting minimum of 10 every month for our data.
Oh,
But, with that 3 months, we haven't really transitioned anyone from a container to a worker. So, we're like ending like salesperson, which we don't want. We don't want it. So, or
well, we have to.
Cái gì nữa? Yeah.
Down to you.
Yes, we're not consistent with that. We have to work on it.
The team is your team. You, Johnny, is your team doing it. They don't. Then you think that you do it. Because they don't think. If you build it up to the point, right? It's not about the number we put, because the number we put without going deep without thinking is a zero. How many times we recruit people and we expect
Ai có nói cái
our
chuyển thành nha.
Oh.
Tính nó vô.
how we have to fix
Đúng rồi sao? Xin nghe ăn được rồi. Ok được rồi. Đầy quá nó chứa này.
Sao để mình kéo thôi.
Giờ sao có có đi.
you want one, two, new GA. So everyone you add on this GA, and you work with all GA. Words become GX the right way and duplicate it, and actually you're going to have a base of 5 GX system.
Giống phương pháp không? Đó, cái
I believe you guys can do this. Okay? Now, you leave the everything in me
gì nữa?
with that something that you didn't know, but you still make and then mention about us. I mean, on everything.
Ai trái nữa. Đi chơi ra kìa.
Try to find you and your husband push the car. But if now you find the car, I think that you can. You will have more than 10 requests. I think you can double your requests. And you're gonna have 7, 20, 30,000, you can make it 46,000. Because the minute you master this thing, you can see 3 months from now, the whole thing will change. The confidence level higher, the relationship, this first is stronger. Try to remember to build your relationship with your people again trust. I think you are simply, you prove it, you're working, you have a base job, so you have a leadership. Right now, increases the relationship. Get together, who's the director?
Chỗ nào mà không accept đâu được không?
Get your
Hỏi thật.
if you don't even love you or they hate you.
Tôi có thể sụp nước. Thì đợi.
You gotta You're gonna love by accident.
Yeah.
Rồi việc đó bấm đi để
All you have to own her to
nó sợ chủ nó hơi mệt quá.
compute you are become
Yeah.
you are then you can ask her for help. But you have to step up. If you can't do, you can do this part. You can get licensed. Maybe go up as far and you don't feel strong enough, go with her. You can, whatever.
Chặn
And then you go now help her to do.
rồi đúng rồi, không có thoát khỏi gì.
Nói nó được
You got to see yourself to be able to do this.
Đâu có thoát khỏi cái gì đó.
I go for her. For your organization, first thing to do this thing, you got to drill
Kệ
yourself.
gì đẹp trai đi, đẹp trai nên đủ
All of you, the trainer here, I hear trainer that consider trainer.
sợ luôn không nổi thôi.
Raise your hand if you think they're okay. Two people, four people, four people. One, two, five. Okay. Four of you, trainer, you know what to do, right? Maybe stick to it. Especially this one, this one. And this one. The like the trainer
Nói
one.
đúng rồi, nói với ông các ông giới thiệu qua cái các nhân chim rồi.
So to ask people, and don't afraid to ask or to be nice people to be scared to win. Yeah, it should be strong. Your trainer that I have to find in where to go.
It's me good. That's me doing, and then Michael,
Okay. Okay. And you the same. Well. We still have plenty of time. You need to get up to 15 and work with those people.
this is long distance.
How long distance? Well, where if
You just do it online. That I'm not sure I have.
so what is that, are they strong? Are they can survive?
Tụi nó kéo ăn tốt từ đó qua
She's like the 5-year-old.
nó có thể nó được
Very short.
Sometimes.
This is the time of them. If either at stage 3 or 4, or
và mình bây giờ đó
then they have connection, especially from distance. There is no oxygen line to them, they will breathe. You are losing control. You spend so much time, this person dies, all the number of time. You have a shot to go. Either to get them, force them to go to some office who can handle. Find some office in Edmonton that can help you. And then for your sister here, work with this person and also build your life.
6 giờ xong tới 6 giờ
You have to get the CX.
thì tới xong yên tâm đi
But hold
tiền
here,
em phụ ship cũng đóng thôi.
you gotta do something. Can you get it go for now
Cái
until
những post cũ rồi dễ nói chuyện rồi đúng không? Để cũng đúng là vậy đi. Bây giờ thì
cô coi là cái gì đó.
Đúng rồi.
Rồi như có là đó.
Mình cái này riêng chợ tính rồi chỉ không ai làm hết trơn.
She said to your friend. You sure it's your friend if you know this? You go. You know that you can't do it. You can't
Từ kia nó không có suy nghĩ nhiều, còn như em tính quá trời, tính biết rồi ngồi đó tính hoài.
do it. So you have plenty of time, both of you. Yeah. You wanted to.
Nó cùng tính luôn không?
You want to do this?
Bên kia hát bác phải cái đó.
Hope to do. If I were you, I'd make stuff right now. I do 6:30.
Họ suy nghĩ đơn giản, họ mộc mà giống kiểu mấy dân tiểu số thôi. Mấy người dân tiểu số các bạn bên đó họ cũng để ngộ.
I'm just kidding, but sometimes grandma would not take the kid, like your mom or your mom. But we would handle the kids and still do the victim jump back with them. So I think if you can get by the actually run back to them, but if this is something you want back. You have a son? You have a son? You okay, John? You don't have to get out of your job. What is your plan to get out before that? What is your plan?
Là sinh việc của nó sẽ tách bánh gì thì không bách mo với người dài người dơ.
The VA was the only number one. You survive full time if nobody will know your team doing anything. That's the only
Em không bị
the only way that they
lấy đi
how they feel like that.
trực sang này
Without you, I'll
nhờ xe luôn
problem.
thì là nó về
Để sắp hết rồi thì
rồi đi khỏi đủ rồi
For 6 months in a row, by 7 months of pay.
chưa lịch sử mới 5 giờ mình
Which means your cash flow will be on $100,000 fee. That 350 is all about. Sometimes you don't have to record. You have 250. Or you have 150. But nowadays with the full way to do VX, even one you still can become
cái này không ta
Hold on.
không phải
Listen. You
chạy đi thôi mà
be on
đúng rồi bây giờ còn
something every day.
nó có lại quá
And 5, 6, 7.
không mày cũng nói ok đã
Actually, the reason why I
không ai đâu
went to Edmonton by herself. She did it herself. We went together. It's like quite scared. No, very like dependent. But she if
there's no, if I'm not there, she's stepping up actually.
Ra là tôi bị theo đức rồi mà sáng thì có tôi thì
Okay.
do
xìa qua
I
có cái rồi
I wish to take one of okay, I find it one hour.
còn lắm
Like, I want to put the hole in the sky, I want to be out of here,
cái
I
rồi
want to mix it
tập tập không chúng ta lưu xuống một cái tập
and like. 4,000 one
S&P sắp tới đổi 2 led em
this is
cho
the
biết phải đổi 2 led thì còn khó nữa đắp bớt mình ra phải tranh thủ là phải lẹ
you know how to do this, yeah? Also,
xui đó tập nói vậy mà từ từ sang năm và đua S&P thì quên chị á
Actually, her team's here, so that's Michelle.
chị hai để kiếm chị thôi không phải hai lấy license nó chẳng quá em đi đỏ một mắt ở đó quá
Xem đi ngoài ra nó cũng toàn không trọng đâu.
what do you
Mày
expect?
nói gì vậy không phải production rồi cứ có bao nhiêu
Potential of all the
ok
what is it being
em đi mà lắm xong lắm sầu quá
We'll see. She's independent.
actually,